Hey everyone, so I am doing a Nintendo retrospective for their 125th anniversary. I am playing my top 25 games leading up to my very first list video, my top 25 Nintendo games. It doesn't need to be Nintendo developed, but it does need to be Nintendo published. And in the case of today, we've got episode 13, Earthbound. 13 in the planned 26, I might remind you. So, long series. This one is Nintendo published. This was developed by Ape. This was a sequel to the game that we had never heard of before in the States at the time. This was the sequel to Mother, which we never got and still have never gotten. But they decided to go ahead and rename it Earthbound. Now, I never played this on the original system, like Final Fantasy and a couple of other Super Nintendo games. I played them in 2000 and 2001 when I was getting into emulation. So I played this 100% on an emulator. It seems like I'm always here. I hope you don't mind. That is a little creepy. So this game is holy crap, a lot of fun. Very different RPG. Very different RPG. It's way more contemporary, and you play a little kid, which, well, I guess playing kids in JRPGs is really nothing new, right? But it is different in that it is way more contemporary than anything else that anything else at the time. Now, there are contemporary RPGs for Japanese audiences, which are very common, but most of the JRPGs that make it over here to the West are a lot like this. Oh, I guess we're gonna get into a fight with this gang here. Are not like this, I should say. They are very much to the Yes Man Jr. They are very much fantasy, either space themed or like old timey themed, I guess if you want to call it. Just fantasy, right? This is fantasy, but it is more grounded in a reality. Very. Oh Jesus, he's calling more people, and I just keep missing. He's swinging a hula hoop at me. That's not right. You're hitting a kid with a hula hoop. All right, finally I hit one of them. So when it came out, it is very different, and this game is extremely expensive to purchase nowadays. This game was going for $250 for the cart. Just the cart alone was going for $250. Go ahead and load the save because I'm a little underleveled, I believe, for that. And then what happened was Nintendo, I think, wised up a little bit and heard everyone's cries for this game to get re-released. It had never been re-released. It even had a sequel, Mother 3, that we never saw on GBA. So this entire series is something that we just never get. Also, something's happening under the Magic Butterfly made Nest relax. Is that what that was? It's been a while since I played this game, so it's a little foreign to me. When this game came out for $10, I remember seeing the prices for this game immediately drop. Now, I didn't drop it a whole lot, but I mean, $200 to like 150, pretty decent. Now, I don't know what they are now, but at the time, it dropped the game's price significantly, and people who were never able to play it on in a legitimate fashion before were suddenly able to on their Wii U. And I think that's fantastic. That Nintendo needs to do that for their more rare games, like Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii, for example. I think should get a re-release on the Wii U, either as a Wii Virtual Console game or re-released on a package, or for Xenoblade Chronicles X, which they could do for Bayonetta, or which they are doing with Bayonetta 2, for example. You get Bayonetta 1, could totally get Xenoblade Chronicles with Xenoblade Chronicles X when that releases. That would be probably a good idea. Wait, listen, I can't wait any longer. I'm going back to watching the news. It's funnier than you. What? We can go around and read things. This game, they're not very long. Mother 1 is not long. Earthbound 2 is not that long. And Mother 3, or Earthbound 2, if that's what you want to call it, also not terribly long. But they're beautiful games. They're very different games, and the music is spectacular in them as well. On Net Town, and that's where we are. I mean, I just remember that for the N64, pretty much not many people knew who NES were. Not many people were playing Earthbound. It wasn't a cult classic at the time. They didn't have too big of a run here in America, and a lot of people missed it on the Super Nintendo, and then a generation change happened. Obviously, kids were growing up, and there are people like me who their first console was an N64. I like how it says the pogo, whatever it said, pogo stick person became tame. It made sense when the dog became tame, but when a vandal becomes tame, that's just kind of strange. Let's go ahead and eat the hamburger that he dropped because I need health. So yeah, this game is not my favorite. I'll be honest. I don't like this game that much as other games on this list. But it is in the middle for a reason. I had a lot of nostalgia playing it. I played, at the time I was playing a lot of Super Nintendo games. I didn't. If you want to know the story more, because it ties in directly with all that, I didn't really play the Super Nintendo too often. When my dad had it, I was way too young to even know what the hell was going on. So at the time, it was all new to me, and it was very different. Come here, doggy. We need to level up before we can really start to take on most of those guys. Excuse me. A piercing howl. Actually, we can probably go see if we can upgrade our weapon. That's probably something that we should do. Bread roll. Thanks. Why is the dog leaving bread rolls? That's just strange. But we did level up, which is handy in this game. Well, handy in all RPGs, I should say. It's handy in any RPG or any game that you level up, not just this one. That was a weird sentence. It is also weird in that it's not straight on. Everything is kind of at a diagonal, if you can notice. Now, you walk left and right, and then that's not at a diagonal, but walking down is straight for us, but it's not straight for the world, if that makes any sense. You kind of have to walk at an angle. That's technically straight for this world. I mean, if you look at the orientation of everything, this is straight. This is at a diagonal, which kind of throws you off for a loop. Let's go to the drugstore, though. I don't know if I can buy any weapons here. There's a dog in here, just random. Woof, woof. I'm Rafini the dog. I'm being possessed by the spirit of the game designer. Rough. Do you see the window showing HP and PP at the bottom of the screen? When you go to a store, it has equipable items. This window will either flash, look normal, or become black if you are allowed to equip an item, and if it's stronger than your current item. Right. So kind of showing you the mechanics of shopping. I don't have any money, though. Teller, withdraw. Do we have any? Oh, I have 198 into the bank. Let's go ahead and draw out 150 bucks. For a kid, that's a lot of money. And this is 90s money, too. This isn't $150 today. This is $150 15 years ago. Cold remedy. What do you have? No, I want to buy from you. Hold on. I pressed the wrong button, guy. All right, cracked bat, T-ball bat, yo-yo, baseball cap, and cheap bracelet. We can go ahead and I believe the T-ball bat is better than what we have equipped, which is the cracked bat. It can't really show us. I just know that it's better. It doesn't tell us specific attacks. We'll go ahead and buy the T-ball bat because it's more expensive. So I assume. Yeah, Ness's offense changed from 13 to 17. I could buy your cracked bat for $9. Sure, take that. Thank you very much. Yes, let's check out the yo-yo. I'm curious. Nope, it is not better than the T-ball bat. So we bought the best weapon that we could at the time. Let's go ahead and redeposit our cash back in. Be a good kid. Let's deposit $111. Right. All right, let's go out and try and beat one of those pogo stick bandits or whatever the hell they were called, and let's see if we can't start leveling up a little bit. The story is also outrageous. Aliens attack, and there's Gigas everywhere. It's a very odd game, and god damn it, now I have to fight two of them. Alright, Yes Man. So there's the Yes Man Jr. and Skate Punk. That's what it is. Alright, Yes Man Jr., I'll take you out. The Skate Man, stop calling for help. Alright, I'm still taking 18 points of damage, but I can now do 23 points of damage, which is good, and I'm missing less. Ooh, I should have attacked Yes Man A, because now they're going to be able to do more damage on me. Seriously, stop calling for help. I'm gonna die. I took one of them out, but I'm not going to be able to take the rest of them out. Holy crap. So that's Earthbound. I'll be honest, guys. Not my favorite game. I don't think I'm honestly all that good at it either. Here we are at home. Here's Mom. You're back. Don't bother yourself with talking now. You look tired. Mother understand these things. Eat some steak and scoot to bed. It's kind of random. But yes, this game is a lot more contemporary. I still think that it's a good game. I'm just, you know, it's not my favorite game, and that's not a hit against this game. It's just not. It's not something that I prefer to play consistently. I only ever beat it the once. I don't even think I ever tried really playing it again, maybe 2 or 3 times total since that point. And then when I bought it, I started playing it, obviously, but it's not my favorite game. I bought it for nostalgia's sake and because it's fun, but it is a little hard for me to get into. That doesn't, however, underestimate its nostalgia, and it is still a good game. A game that's not necessarily the greatest to you doesn't necessarily mean that it's still not a good game. It could be the best game in the world. People love the Uncharted series, for example. I just don't think that they're all that entertaining, and I don't really have a need to want to play them. Now, we own all 3, and I would probably try playing the first one at some point, but they don't really appeal to me, so I don't have the urge to play them. Same with this game. This game's still really good. I just don't have the urge to play it. But that is going to be it for this episode of the Nintendo Retrospective. This was episode 13 of a planned 26, so now we are officially halfway there. If you guys liked this episode and you want to see the rest of them, please consider subscribing and thumbsing this one up and sending it to your friends. I would greatly appreciate it. If you missed the episodes in the episodes previously in this series, I would highly encourage you to go watch them. Some more nostalgia and fun to be had. Oh no, get away from me, dog. I moved and then suddenly the dog saw me, and it's red, so he gets to attack first. So yeah, this game is, you know, deep in a certain way, but again, it's just not my favorite. So yeah, that is going to be it. Remember, guys, play more games, and I will see you next time. Have a good day.